This is All India Radio. Welcome to our program International News, where we bring you news from across the globe. I am Renu Kataria, and with me is my co-anchor
Bhavtarini.
First, the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to hold video conference with SAARC leaders today to chalk out a joint strategy in fight against COVID-19. India restricts international passenger traffic at land checkposts across borders. Spain imposes nationwide lockdown to fight the spread of coronavirus. Singapore reports 12 new coronavirus positive cases. Toll rises to 212. And Japan not to declare emergency. Tokyo Olympics to be held as planned. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will lead India at the video conference of all SAARC member countries at 5 p.m. today to chalk out a common strong strategy to fight COVID-19 in the region. Mr. Modi had on Friday expressed desire that the leadership of SAARC nations should chalk out a strong strategy to fight coronavirus. In a series of tweets, Prime Minister suggested that there should be a discussion through video conferencing. Mr. Modi said, example can be set to the world, and South Asia, which is home to a significant number of the global population, should leave no stone unturned to ensure that people are healthy. India has imposed restrictions on international passengers traffic through land checkposts in view of coronavirus outbreak. New Delhi has closed 18 of 37 border crossing points between India and countries like Nepal, Bangladesh and Myanmar from midnight last night. India has also decided to suspend land border crossing points with Pakistan indefinitely from tomorrow. The move is aimed at channeling movement of passengers through those checkpoints that have adequate facilities to detect the disease. Visa-free entries for nationals of Bhutan and Bangladesh will, however, continue.
इटली में कल कोरोना वायरस के सबसे ज्यादा मामले दर्ज किए गए। राष्ट्रीय स्वास्थ्य अधिकारियों ने बताया कि 24 घंटे में 3,497 नए मामले दर्ज किए गए हैं। पिछले दिन की तुलना में ये करीब 20% ज्यादा है। इनमें से आधे से ज्यादा मामले लोम्बार्डी में मिले हैं, जहां कोरोना वायरस का प्रकोप सबसे ज्यादा है। इटली में अब तक कुल 21,157 मामले मिले हैं, जिनमें से 175 की मौत हो चुकी है। इटली की तरह स्पेन में भी कोरोना वायरस के संक्रमण पर काबू पाने के लिए बंदी लागू कर दी है। इस दौरान लोग अपने घरों से नहीं निकल सकेंगे, लेकिन वे काम पर जाने और खाद्य पदार्थों या चिकित्सा संबंधी खरीद के लिए बाहर जा सकेंगे। प्रधानमंत्री पेड्रो सांचेज ने देश में संक्रमण के मामले में हुई अत्यधिक वृद्धि के बाद इन प्रतिबंधों की घोषणा की है। कल स्पेन की सरकार ने 15 दिन की आपात स्थिति की घोषणा की थी। इसी के अंतर्गत प्रतिबंध लगाए गए हैं। स्पेन में बुधवार की शाम तक 1,500 से अधिक कोरोना वायरस के और मामलों की पुष्टि हुई। इसके कारण स्पेन में कुल मामले बढ़कर 5,000 हो गए।
Indonesia's transport minister is in intensive care after testing positive for the novel coronavirus. State Secretary Pratikno said that Transportation Minister Budi Karya Sumadi was receiving treatment at an army hospital in the capital, Jakarta. The minister was involved in virus mitigation efforts, particularly the evacuation of Indonesians from epicenters of the outbreak. President Joko Widodo had called for tests to be carried out on other ministers. A hospital spokesman said that the minister was encountering difficulty breathing, but his condition was improving. The Indonesian government had yesterday established a task force on COVID-19 mitigation. Till now, 96 cases of corona infection with 5 deaths have been reported in the country. China reported 16 new imported cases of the coronavirus today, the highest in over a week, as domestic cases dwindle in the country. National Health Commission said that infections involving people arriving from overseas were reported in 5 provinces and cities including Beijing and Shanghai. There have now been 111 imported infections, with regions outside of Hubei reporting no new indigenous cases for the third day in a row. Only 4 new domestic cases were detected, all in Hubei province's capital Wuhan, where the virus first emerged in December. In Wuhan, 10 more people have died, bringing the national toll from the disease in mainland China to 3,199. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com and our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. You are listening to our program International News, where we bring you news from across the globe. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel for more updates from across the world.
सिंगापुर में 12 नए कोरोना वायरस पॉजिटिव मामले सामने आने के बाद वहां कोविड-19 मामलों की कुल संख्या 212 पहुंच गई है। अधिकारियों ने बताया कि नए मरीजों में से 9 मरीजों को विदेश यात्रा के बाद संक्रमण हुआ। देश में कुल 212 मामलों में से 105 व्यक्ति पूरी तरह से स्वस्थ हुए हैं, जबकि 14 की हालत गंभीर बनी हुई है। अन्य रोगियों में स्थिरता या सुधार के संकेत दिखाई दे रहे हैं। सिंगापुर में मध्यरात्रि से इटली, फ्रांस, स्पेन और जर्मनी की पिछले 14 दिनों के यात्रा इतिहास के आगंतुकों के प्रवेश या वहां जाने पर रोक लगा दी जाएगी। अमेरिका के राष्ट्रपति डोनाल्ड ट्रंप नोवल कोरोना वायरस संक्रमण की जांच में नेगेटिव पाए गए हैं। अमेरिकी राष्ट्रपति कार्यालय व्हाइट हाउस के चिकित्सकों के अनुसार संक्रमण की जांच के लिए राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप का परीक्षण शुक्रवार रात किया गया था। राष्ट्रपति के चिकित्सक डॉक्टर सीएन कॉनली ने बताया कि श्री ट्रंप में संक्रमण नहीं पाए जाने की पुष्टि शनिवार रात हो गई थी। राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप ने 1 सप्ताह पहले ब्राजील के प्रतिनिधिमंडल के साथ रात्रि भोज लिया था।
Begoña Gomez, the wife of Spain's Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, has tested positive for the novel coronavirus. A government statement said that the duo is at their official residence following the new measures introduced by the health authorities. The Spanish Prime Minister had also announced a near-total lockdown nationwide yesterday. Canadian government has urged all its citizens abroad to return home while they still can, as nations around the world move to restrict travel to limit the spread of the new coronavirus. Foreign Minister Francois Philippe Champagne tweeted that the government recommends that Canadian travellers return to the country via commercial means while they remain available. The guidance followed aggressive measures and money to combat the spread of the COVID-19 virus announced by the Justin Trudeau's government on Friday, including asking Canadians to avoid all but essential foreign travel. Canada, however, has so far resisted growing calls to limit incoming travellers after the United States banned flights from Europe. The World Health Organization has confirmed Europe as the epicenter of the pandemic after a dramatic slump in new cases in China, where the virus first emerged in December last year. Airlines have cancelled thousands of flights worldwide and some airports have shut terminals. The United States extended a travel ban imposed on European nations to Britain and Ireland as of Monday, while European nations and others ramped up border controls. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com and our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. You are listening to our program International News, where we bring you news from across the globe. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel for more updates from across the world.
स्वास्थ्य और परिवार कल्याण मंत्रालय ने नोवल कोरोना वायरस संक्रमण से बचाव के एहतियाती उपायों के पालन का परामर्श दिया है। लोगों से बड़ी सभाओं में शामिल होने से बचने को कहा गया है। लोगों से कहा गया है कि खांसी और बुखार होने की स्थिति में वे अन्य लोगों के निकट संपर्क में नहीं आएं। हाथ अच्छी तरह साफ किए बिना आंखें, नाक या चेहरा न छूने को कहा गया है। साबुन और पानी से हाथ अच्छी तरह धोने या अल्कोहल युक्त सैनिटाइजर से साफ करने तथा खांसते और छींकते समय रुमाल या टिश्यू पेपर के उपयोग का परामर्श दिया गया है। इस्तेमाल किए गए टिश्यू पेपर बंद डस्टबिन में फेंके जाएं। खांसी बुखार के साथ सांस लेने में दिक्कत होने पर तुरंत चिकित्सक से परामर्श लिया जाए। डॉक्टर के पास जाते समय मास्क लगाया जाए या चेहरे और नाक को कपड़े से ढक कर रखा जाए। कोरोना वायरस संक्रमण को लेकर किसी भी जानकारी या सहयोग के लिए सरकार ने 24 घंटे कार्यरत हेल्पलाइन नंबर 011-2397-8046 शुरू किया है। राज्य और केंद्र शासित प्रदेशों ने भी हेल्पलाइन नंबर जारी किए हैं। तेलंगाना सरकार ने कोरोना वायरस संक्रमण का फैलाव रोकने के लिए सभी शिक्षण संस्थानों, कोचिंग सेंटर और ग्रीष्मकालीन शिविरों को इस महीने के अंत तक बंद रखने का फैसला किया है। हालांकि बोर्ड परीक्षाएं निर्धारित समय से होंगी। मुख्यमंत्री चंद्रशेखर राव ने कल हैदराबाद में मंत्रिमंडल की 3 घंटे तक चली बैठक के बाद संवाददाताओं को ये जानकारी दी। उन्होंने कहा कि संक्रमण को लेकर दहशत की जरूरत नहीं है। सरकार ने हर संभव एहतियाती उपाय किए हैं। राज्य में अगले 1 सप्ताह तक खेलकूद की सभी गतिविधियां और सिनेमा हॉल, क्लब, जिम, मनोरंजन पार्क, चिड़ियाघर बंद कर दिए गए हैं। हालांकि बस और मेट्रो सहित सार्वजनिक परिवहन सेवा बहाल रहेंगी। सभी दुकानें और मॉल खुले रहेंगे। मुख्यमंत्री ने लोगों से भीड़भाड़ वाली जगहों पर जाने से बचने और एहतियाती उपाय बरतने को कहा है।
Maldives has imposed temporary restrictions on the tourism industry as number of COVID-19 cases have risen to 10 in the island nation. The government announced that guest houses and hotels in the Greater Mali region are banned from checking in foreign tourists for next 2 weeks. Temporary restrictive measures have also been placed for all resorts across the country, which includes prohibition on all entry and exit from resorts for the next 14 days. Health Department said that the decisions were made under the discretionary powers following the declaration of a state of health emergency. The decisions came as several suspected cases of COVID-19 came to light from various island resorts. So far, all confirmed cases have been foreign tourists. Maldives has over 1,000 small islands. Around 100 of them are inhabited and run resorts for tourism. India dispatched a team of medical experts to help local health workers in tackling the crisis. 234 Indians evacuated from coronavirus-affected Iran have landed in Mumbai. In a tweet, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said, out of 234 people, 131 are students and 103 pilgrims. Dr. Jaishankar thanked the Iranian authorities for facilitating evacuation of Indians. He also thanked Indian ambassador and other officials for their efforts. Iran is among the worst affected countries from coronavirus with 12,729 cases and 611 deaths so far. During the past few days, India has evacuated hundreds of its nationals from Iran. The first batch, consisting of 58 nationals, was brought back in a C-17 military transport aircraft on Tuesday, followed by another evacuation of 44 on Friday.
महाराष्ट्र में पुणे के निकट पिंपरी चिंचवाड़ में कोरोना वायरस की जांच में 5 व्यक्ति पॉजिटिव पाए गए हैं। इससे पुणे जिले में पुष्ट रोगियों की संख्या 15 और राज्य में बढ़कर 31 हो गई है। महाराष्ट्र में इस रोग के निगरानी अधिकारी डॉक्टर प्रदीप अवाटे ने कहा कि पिंपरी चिंचवाड़ की 3 महिलाओं और 2 पुरुषों को जांच में पॉजिटिव पाया गया है। उन्होंने ये भी बताया कि इनमें से 4 लोग दुबई से लौटे एक समूह के संपर्क में आए थे, जबकि अन्य व्यक्ति ने हाल ही में थाईलैंड की यात्रा की थी। राज्य के स्वास्थ्य मंत्री राजेश टोपे ने बताया कि राज्य भर में इस महीने के अंत तक शॉपिंग मॉल बंद रहेंगे। राज्य सरकार ने सभी स्कूल और कॉलेजों के भी 31 मार्च तक बंद रहने के निर्देश जारी किए हैं। श्री टोपे ने कहा कि 1ली से लेकर 9वीं कक्षा की इस समय जारी परीक्षाओं को भी स्थगित कर दिया गया है। उन्होंने कहा कि केवल 10वीं और 12वीं की बोर्ड परीक्षाएं निर्धारित कार्यक्रम के अनुसार जारी रहेंगी। आज विश्व उपभोक्ता अधिकार दिवस है। यह दिवस हर वर्ष 15 मार्च को उपभोक्ताओं के अधिकारों और आवश्यकताओं के प्रति विश्व में जागरूकता फैलाने के लिए मनाया जाता है। इसका उद्देश्य उपभोक्ताओं के अधिकारों का सम्मान करना और बाजार में उनके शोषण को रोकना है। इस वर्ष का विषय है सदैव सजग उपभोक्ता।
सरकार ने उपभोक्ताओं के अधिकारों की रक्षा और उनकी शिकायतों के जल्द निवारण के लिए कई कदम उठाए हैं। केंद्र सरकार ने उपभोक्ताओं के अधिकारों की रक्षा एवं विवादों के समयबद्ध निपटान के लिए पिछले वर्ष 1986 के कानून की जगह उपभोक्ता संरक्षण अधिनियम 2019 लागू किया है। नए अधिनियम के तहत केंद्रीय उपभोक्ता संरक्षण प्राधिकरण के गठन का भी प्रावधान है। प्राधिकरण के पास एक जांच प्रकोष्ठ भी होगा जो उपभोक्ता अधिकार, अनुचित कारोबार और भ्रामक विज्ञापनों से संबंधित मामलों की जांच करेगा। उपभोक्ता कार्य मंत्रालय द्वारा जागो ग्राहक जागो के तहत कई उपभोक्ता जागरूकता कार्यक्रम भी चलाए जा रहे हैं। आनंद कुमार, आकाशवाणी समाचार, दिल्ली।
हमारे इस कार्यक्रम को दोबारा सुनने के लिए आप ट्विटर पर हमें फॉलो कर सकते हैं, ट्विटर @AIR News Alert। आप हमारी वेबसाइट www.newsonair.com पर सुन सकते हैं और यूट्यूब चैनल न्यूज ऑन AIR ऑफिशियल पर।
You are listening to our program International News, where we bring you news from across the globe. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel for more updates from across the world. In the Indian state of Goa, all academic institutions will be closed from 16 to 31st of March as part of precautionary measures in view of the novel coronavirus outbreak. This was announced by Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant yesterday in Panaji while speaking to media persons after a meeting. However, Standard 10 and 12 board exams will be held as per schedule. Dr. Sawant said that all casinos, public swimming pools, theatres, boat cruises, gyms, spas, pubs and clubs have also been asked to shut down till 31st of March. The closure order will come into effect from Sunday midnight. He informed that thermal scanners will be installed at railway stations, airport as well as MPT port. Each passenger entering and leaving the state will have to pass through scanners. Dr. Sawant clarified that malls as well as restaurants will continue to operate, but no permissions will be issued for public meetings. All foreign and out-of-state visits on behalf of Goa government are suspended. The Chief Minister added that hotels will also be given guidelines and further directions will be given after reviewing the situation on 31st of March. The General Civil Aviation Authority (GCAA) of United Arab Emirates has announced the suspension of all inbound and outbound flights with Lebanon, Turkey, Syria and Iraq with effect from 17th March until further notice. The move is part of the country's proactive precautionary and preventive health measures to contain the spread of the coronavirus COVID-19, said the GCAA in a statement issued yesterday. The statement further added that stakeholders operating under the National Emergency Crisis and Disaster Management Authority are monitoring the latest global developments in order to take appropriate actions that ensure continuity of work inside the country and to mitigate potential risks. The GCAA advised passengers affected by the suspension of flights to contact their respective air carriers to reschedule their flights and ensure their safe return to their final destinations. More from our correspondent.
As COVID-19 slowly spreads its tentacles in the Middle East, the Gulf countries are taking necessary precautionary measures to control the epidemic. On Friday, the UAE has announced the suspension of all inbound and outbound flights with Italy, with the exception of flights to and fro from Rome, with immediate effect and until further notice. The UAE General Civil Aviation Authority said that all passengers arriving from Rome International Airport are required to undergo thorough preventive medical tests at UAE airports to ensure that they are free from the virus. The decision to suspend flights was made after reviewing and analyzing the current situation in Italy and was done in coordination with the concerned national authorities, including the National Emergency Crisis and Disaster Management Authority, the Ministry of Health and Prevention, and the UAE's national airline carriers, Etihad Airways and Emirates Airlines. All concerned authorities will continue to closely monitor the situation in Italy and will take appropriate preventive measures based on careful analysis of all ongoing developments as necessary. The civil aviation authorities have urged all passengers to check with their respective airlines for flight status update on affected routes. The UAE Ministry of Health and Prevention have also called on all senior members of the public to remain at home and steer away from crowded places as a precautionary measures taken by the UAE government to minimize the spread of coronavirus. In addition, the UAE government has decided to introduce remote work for a segment of federal government employees effective from 15 to 26 March and subject to renewal. The decision comes as a precautionary measure to the novel coronavirus and to safeguard the well-being of the community. Employees will be able to utilize the government's technological systems and platforms to ensure business continuity. Remote work is applicable for pregnant women and mothers of small children with duties that do not necessitate physical presence at workplace. The system will also be applicable to people of determination, those with respiratory problems and weak immune system, and employees aged 60 and above. Federal employees are expected to coordinate with their respective human resource department to ensure uninterrupted workflow. Kanchan Prasad, AIR News, Dubai.
Philippines has announced a night curfew in the capital and said people in the densely populated region should leave their homes during the daytime only for work or urgent errands under restrictions imposed to fight the coronavirus. Drastic steps announced by President Rodrigo Duterte past week sparked widespread confusion and questions, prompting officials yesterday to detail the measures and issue guidelines for the month-long restrictions in Manila that will take effect today. The measures include suspending domestic travel by land, air and sea to and from the capital region, home to more than 12 million people. Large gatherings like concerts and movies will be prohibited, and most government work in executive department offices will be suspended in the metropolis. Suspensions of school classes at all levels were extended by a month. Philippine health officials reported 34 new coronavirus infections yesterday, bringing the total number of cases in the country to 98. 8 of the patients have died. Syria said yesterday that its parliamentary elections scheduled for next month would be postponed as part of measures to protect the war-battered country against the coronavirus epidemic. The President's office said on its official social media accounts that the vote will be pushed back by May 20 from the original date of April 13. Syria has not reported any case of the disease till date. Government has already closed schools, universities and technical colleges until April 2. Sports and cultural events have been cancelled and the smoking of shisha pipes banned. Friday prayers in mosques have been suspended as well as prayer gatherings as a precautionary step to fight coronavirus epidemic. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights has said that nearly 384,000 people have died in the country, including more than 116,000 civilians since the war began in March 2011. The Britain-based observatory has said 129,476 Syrian soldiers, allied forces and militiamen have died. It also includes 1,697 members of the Hezbollah. According to the observatory, which relies on a network of sources in Syria, the latest death toll includes about 22,000 children and 13,000 women. Sparked by deadly repression of peaceful pro-democracy protests, the conflict has drawn in outside powers in a complex war involving rebel factions, the jihadist groups and foreign interests. As the war enters its 10th year, President Bashar al-Assad government now controls more than 70% of Syrian territory with military support of its allies Russia, Iran and Lebanese militant group Hezbollah. The NGO has reported that tens of thousands of people have been subjected to forced disappearances by the government or a myriad of armed forces. The group has destroyed infrastructure and crucial sectors of the economy, including the oil industry. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com and our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. You are listening to our program International News, where we bring you news from across the globe. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel for more updates from across the world. Russian President Vladimir Putin yesterday signed a set of constitutional reforms, including a clause giving him an option to run for 2 more terms. The Kremlin has published 68-page law spelling out the constitutional reforms on the official website. Putin's signature triggers a special procedure for the package, which differs from the way laws usually go into effect. The reforms will be sent to the Russian Constitutional Court to rule on whether to approve the law. Once approved, it will reset Putin's constitutional limit on terms and power. The law will then be voted on by the Russian public. The Kremlin has named 22nd April as the day of the vote, and Russia's Senate Speaker Valentina Matvienko told media that the voting will take place despite various worries about coronavirus. In Thailand, hundreds of pro-democracy protesters on Friday marched on the country's parliament in protest against the government of retired General Prayut Chan-o-cha. Mr. Prayut led a military coup 6 years ago and was elected as a civilian prime minister last year after a disputed vote. Some protesters, many of them students, wore black to commemorate what they describe as the death of democracy. The protesters' anger has been fueled by the banning last month of the popular opposition party Future Forward. Thailand has been buffeted by political instability for years, largely a battle between supporters of the military and former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra. The country's military has a history of intervening in politics and has seized power 12 times since the end of the absolute monarchy in 1932. In Bangladesh, a total of 142 persons, including returning from Italy, have been put under quarantine at the Ashkona Hajj camp near the Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport in Dhaka. The passengers arrived from Italy yesterday. Briefing media in the capital, Institute of Epidemiology, Disease Control and Research IEDCR Director Dr. Mirzadi Sabrina Flora said that nobody among the 142 Italy returnees is showing symptoms of infection. Italy has recorded the highest number of coronavirus-related deaths in Europe. Earlier, Bangladesh had reported 3 cases of coronavirus-positive patients who were admitted to the hospital in Dhaka on 8th of March. Subsequently, 2 of them reported negative for the virus infection and 1 was released from the hospital. Now, the 3rd person has also tested negative for the infection. Dr. Flora said that the patient will be released if he tests negative in the 2nd test to be conducted after 24 hours. Meanwhile, the movement of Bangladeshi citizens to India has been suspended at all the land ports in the country in view of the suspension of the visa facility by India. Now for some news on sports.
भारतीय क्रिकेट कंट्रोल बोर्ड बीसीसीआई के अध्यक्ष सौरव गांगुली ने कहा है कि इस साल इंडियन प्रीमियर लीग आईपीएल प्रतियोगिता के समय को कम किया जा सकता है। इस वर्ष ये क्रिकेट प्रतियोगिता 29 मार्च से शुरू होनी थी, लेकिन भारत सहित विश्व में कोरोना वायरस महामारी के कारण प्रतियोगिता की शुरुआत 15 अप्रैल तक के लिए टाल दी गई है। श्री गांगुली ने कहा कि खाली स्टेडियम में मैच खेलने के बारे में भी 15 अप्रैल के बाद ही निर्णय किया जाएगा। उन्होंने कहा कि प्रतियोगिता का आयोजन 15 अप्रैल के बाद भी नहीं कराए जाने की स्थिति में किसी वैकल्पिक योजना पर विचार करने के बारे में अभी कोई बात करना जल्दबाजी होगी। उन्होंने कहा कि बोर्ड ने इस वर्ष आईपीएल के लिए अभी कोई तारीख तय नहीं की है। कोरोना वायरस से उत्पन्न स्थिति के मद्देनजर बोर्ड के शीर्ष अधिकारियों ने कल आईपीएल के 8 फ्रेंचाइजी मालिकों के साथ मिलकर प्रतियोगिता का समय कम करने सहित विभिन्न विकल्पों पर विचार विमर्श किया। श्री गांगुली ने कहा कि सुरक्षा उनकी सर्वोच्च प्राथमिकता है और हर सप्ताह स्थिति का आकलन किया जाएगा। जापान के प्रधानमंत्री शिंजो आबे ने कहा है कि टोक्यो ओलंपिक अपने निर्धारित कार्यक्रम के अनुसार जुलाई में ही होंगे। उन्होंने कहा कि कोरोना वायरस के प्रकोप पर तत्काल आपातकाल की स्थिति घोषित करने का उनका कोई इरादा नहीं है। जापान की संसद ने कल एक कानून को मंजूरी दी जिसके द्वारा कोविड-19 से मुकाबला करने के लिए आपातकाल की घोषणा की जा सकती है। उनका ये वक्तव्य अमेरिका के राष्ट्रपति डोनाल्ड ट्रंप के 2 दिन पहले उस सुझाव के बाद आया है जिसमें कहा गया था कि कोरोना वायरस के प्रकोप के मद्देनजर टोक्यो ओलंपिक को 1 साल के लिए स्थगित कर देना चाहिए।
Thank you, Bhavtarni, for updating our viewers on the sports news. And now, before we end, here are the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to hold video conference with SAARC leaders today to chalk out a joint strategy in fight against COVID-19. India restricts international passenger traffic at land checkpost across borders. Spain imposes nationwide lockdown to fight the spread of corona.